Hi, our dearest viewers. You're welcome to today's class with Zealoft School of Marketing. If you're just joining us for the first time or you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, we simplify marketing such that absolute beginners, people who are looking to learn digital marketing, marketing professionals, or entrepreneurs or business owners who are looking to grow, scale their businesses, and maximize profits can actually learn all about marketing from this channel. So you're welcome to join us on this journey. Do well to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the amazing goodies we have in store for you. Today we are going to be decoding marketing buzzwords. What do these words really mean? If you're new to the marketing space or you've been around for a while, there are lots of words that sound very complex, that are thrown about very casually by marketing experts, and they make you feel like you have no idea what you're doing because you do not understand these words. Don't worry, at the end of today's video, you would understand what these words mean and why they are important generally in marketing. Now, whether you're new to marketing or you've been around for a while, you've probably come across a ton of marketing buzzwords and industry jargon that can seem a little confusing or very confusing, depending on what the case may be. Don't worry, we're here to help, and we are going to break down some of these common marketing buzzwords, explain what they really mean, and show you how to use them in your marketing strategy. So let's jump right in. The first word we'll be considering today is SEO. It's an abbreviation, and it simply means search engine optimization. Now, this is one of the most talked about terms in marketing, and for good reason. It is super important, super powerful, and you cannot overlook it. Now, SEO is just the process of optimizing your website to rank higher in search engine results. Now, the higher you rank, the more likely people will click your website. Anytime you try to search for something on Google, search for the most beautiful girl in the world, and of course that's me, right? But anytime you try to search for anything on Google, say nicest restaurants in Abuja, or the nicest hotel in Abuja, nicest resorts in Calabar, those responses you get, the search engine calls and it finds queries and it displays those responses to you. Now, if you optimize your web page, your website, your blog post well enough, your answer can come up when it searches for any particular terminology. For example, if you make hair, you braid hair, and I search for the best braiders in Abuja. If you've optimized your website to reflect that, it will bring you in the first page. But if you do not pay attention to that, it might take you to the 50th page, and trust me, nobody ever goes beyond the first, highest, the second page of Google search. So you'll be the best kept secret, even though you are the best braider. Now, there are three main components of SEO. First of all, we have the on-page SEO, which optimizes elements on your website like content, keywords, and meta tags. Don't worry, it sounds a whole lot right now, but Rome was not built in a day, so you don't have to learn everything today. But just stay with us, subscribe to this channel. We'll take it little by little, tete a tete, right? So that it doesn't become overwhelming or cumbersome for you to learn everything in one day. So the next component of SEO, the second component, is the off-page SEO. This is building backlinks from other reputable sites to increase your site's authority. And then finally, the third component is the technical SEO, where you make sure your website's code is optimized, including things like page speed and mobile responsiveness. So yes, we know you are not a programmer, you're not the one that's going to build that website. But when you know these things, you know what to look out for, you know how to choose the best website designer or developer, and you know how to insist on getting the best, so that your website doesn't end up becoming the best kept secret. So the second buzzword we are going to be looking at is ROI. This is so sweet, so common. It's everywhere. ROI. If you're new to marketing, it simply means the return on investment. And what does it mean? This simply means how you measure how much profits you are making compared to how much you are spending on anything you do in marketing. So it's important to track your ROI to know if your campaigns are paying off, if they are successful, or if they are failing, and you know how to tweak them and how to fix them and how to make sure that you don't continue losing money through your ad spend. Or for example, if you spend 100,000 naira on an ad campaign and you make 500,000 naira in sales from that ad, your ROI is 400%. Now, basically, your ROI helps you determine if your marketing efforts are worth the cost. And for those of you who have bosses that are maybe unbearable, this is a good place to let them know that your efforts are paying off. Now, the next word we are going to be looking at is the PPC, which is the pay per click. So whenever you see PPC, don't try to wonder what it means or feel odd or feel like the odd one out or left out or like a novice. You know, PPC means pay per click. And this is a type of online advertising where you only pay when someone clicks on your ad. So there are different types of ads. You come to understand this in subsequent videos. But when type of ad where you actually create an ad, but money is not deducted until someone clicks your ad, it's called pay per click. That's PPC. And this is a common model used by platforms like Google, like Facebook, ads. And the beauty of PPC is that it's a controlled and measurable way to drive traffic to your website. So you don't spend unless there's a conversion, which is a very good strategy if you ask me. And you can set a budget and a bid for ad placement. That's your advert placement. And every time someone clicks on your ad, you pay a small fee. And if you do it correctly, PPC can be a great way to generate leads and increase sales without breaking the bank. Of course, these are skills that can all be learned. Trust me, they can all be learned. So the next buzzword is conversion rate. Conversion rate. So conversion rate is another very important metric in marketing. And this term simply refers to the percentage of people who complete a desired action. Whenever you create an ad, you have to instruct people to carry out a particular action. For some, it might be make a purchase if you're creating a sales ad. For some, it might be sign up to a newsletter. For others, it is fill out a form. So your conversion rate is the number of people that carry out that particular action that you ask them to carry out. So for example, if 100 people visit your website and 10 of them buy something, your conversion rate is 10%. Now, if you want them to buy something and then they sign up to your newsletter, they are not converting. So I want you to understand that conversion depends on the action that you instructed them to carry out or that you want them to carry out. So increasing your conversion rate can often have a bigger impact than simply driving more traffic to your site. So it's worth paying attention to. So you need to pay attention to your conversion rate so that you're not just driving awareness or driving traffic, as a lot of people are getting to your site, but what are they actually doing when they get to your site? The next buzzword is CTR, and this is your click-through rate. Now, click-through rate, which is your CTR, measures the percentage of people who click on your ad or your link after seeing it. So whenever you advertise or you send out a link, how many people click on that link? And this is a great indicator of how well your ad copy, your subject line, or your call to action are performing. So as a marketer, you're always trying to experiment and figure out what works and what does not work. So the way to know if your ad copy, that's the write-up you use to accompany your ad, what people will read when they see your ad creative, that's your picture or your video, is it effective? And these are things that you learn with time, but you have to pay attention to it. So how you know if it's effective is the number of people that click on that link. It doesn't necessarily mean they do any other thing, but how many of them actually click? That's when they read, they are curious enough to click on that link. Now, a high CTR means people are interested enough to click. Meanwhile, a low CTR might suggest that you need to tweak your messaging. So if you're not even making sales and your CTR is low, you know that people are not even getting to your website first. You get the CTR is already low. You are not creating enough interest to get them to even click a link first before they do any other thing. So you have to go and fix that. So for example, if 100 people see your ad and only 5 click on it, your CTR is 5%, and that's very poor. So you need to work on fixing that.